Welcome to this episode of The Madness Table, brought to you by the number 12. It's higher than 11, but lower than 13. And it's where I get on many standardized math scores. Pop on down to our Discord. It's a place where we can talk about how much fun we like to have rolling shiny math rocks. You can even show me pictures of you rolling shiny math rocks. Not sure why you would do that, but you could. And if you like pictures of shiny math rocks and the game that erupts around them, come on down to our social media place and you can look at all the fun pictures and contents we do have there. And if that's just not enough, you can email your questions directly to William Johnston at themadnesstable@gmail.com. That's right, themadnesstable@gmail.com, and he is legally required to ask you any bonus action at a time of our choosing. And if that's just not enough, pop on down to our coffee page. Yes, I did not do well on spelling either. It's K-O-F-I. That's our coffee page spelled K-O-F-I. You can drop us a coin so I can buy more shiny math rocks that would roll, frankly, for me, below the number 12. I don't remember the last time I rolled above the number 12. Well, anyway, it's your turn, Will.
Thanks, Andrew. Sorry about those 12s. Well, I killed another one. It's okay. I do sleep with one eye open since we began this podcast with how many characters I have killed. So, I know I'm not safe at home. Anyway. Sephel has plummeted to their death. I don't think we need to beat that dead horse anymore. It's Sephel's turn, though.
So I guess we are going to beat that dead squid.
Yeah, I guess we're going to beat that horse.
I did it again.
What's he do?
Wizard.
Well, we see from the shadows of the cavern floor a number of, like, if this was a movie, you would see like the camera pans away from the totally destroyed form of Sephel, and it like pans over to the side, and we see like in this very faint light, like all these different sized feet begin to walk out from the shadows. And one particularly large set of feet approaches the fallen form of Sephel. And then we see this very large hand reach down and pick up Sephel's shiny silver staff. And as this figure picks it up, we see, as like the camera moves up, we see the forms of very emaciated drow and dwarves and some humans and some other pale elves and some deep gnomes and goblins and a couple other large figures very similar to this one picking up the staff that our audience would recognize as Orogs. And as this staff is picked up by this Orog, I need this Orog to roll a intelligence contest check against Sephel.
Uh-oh.
An intelligence contest against Sephel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Noted smart man, Sephel.
Okay.
So I will roll for the Orog. You give me
okay.
the modifier for it. You will roll for Sephel.
So for the Orog, the modifier is a +1.
Okay.
This is just a straight check, correct?
Straight check. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
So a 16. That's what you got to beat.
18.
We see as he, like, this Orog picks up this staff, like, his head fling back, his eyes go white, and just, slack-jawed. And then Scylla, you stand at the top of this chasm, and you have just seen this horrible, sickly ray shoot down from Karzagar, who you thought was a goddamn friend now.
How could you do this to me?
Something happens as you see Sephel plummet to their death far below. Now, we had kind of discussed this before. Do you want to make this do you want to make a sanity check to
You're gonna make me pick.
get out of this? Do you? I will say this. I will give you. I will give you a choice. You can choose to fail the sanity check, and that is going to instantly break you out of this charm. But you're going to take whatever form of madness is given. And you got to remember, how many other ones have you failed? Are you going to get a short term or a long term or an indefinite from this?
I had my last one was long, so it's indefinite.
So you would be gaining. I think that's very fitting.
Yes.
So you would take on an immediate indefinite madness,
Andrew.
but your charm is broken.
So excited.
Taken. I don't even care what the other option is.
All right, cool. All right.
Let's go.
You roll a D100.
Fuck. Well, it is the madness table.
Yep.
Some would say this is fitting.
They said the name.
They said it. They said it.
Curtain falls, fades to black.
Yeah.
149 episodes and it took it long. 49. Oh, this is so fitting. It literally says, and this is a flaw, remember? I find it hard to care about anything that goes on around me. Now, I'm going to see, I want you to take that how you will. Your interpretation of that. Like, is that I don't give a fuck about others anymore? Like, I'm going to do my own thing? Is this a development on your rage?
My two thoughts immediately are like, everyone I care about dies. I will no longer care about anything.
Okay. But this charm is over. This snap happens. Don't forget to lower your sanity score by 1 if you haven't already.
Yeah.
What does that put you at now for a sanity score?
So every time you fail, it goes down by 1, right?
Yeah.
I'm at 9.
So, you've seen this. However, it's one other individual's turn right now. And I need you... This was really bad. I'm so sorry. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as a cone of cold erupts from the bridge in which you had just run it from into this tunnel.
Okay. Constitution saving throw. Dirty 20.
Okay. You succeed, so you're going to take half of 8d8 cold damage.
Okay.
We're going to roll this on the old d20. So half of 35, that gets us to, what, 17?
Yeah, and I have
16?
it again because I have resistance.
Oh, nice. Perfect. So this was a okay spell to hit you with. And you know for a fact, I imagine that, like, with your newfound attitude and where this spell comes from and your resistances, it's just like this slow pan turn from
Oh, hell
down
yeah.
the bridge, where you can see where, like, the spell had originated from as it's, like, frosted the bridge.
Hell
And,
yeah.
You know that sneaky shit Shadrak is over there.
Always hunting time.
And that is his turn. I'm now going to use a legendary. I'm sorry.
Oh, come at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll a ray. He turns towards me. He's like, "Oh, I see the spell has ended." No fucking way.
Did you get the death
What?
ray again?
I did. Oh my god.
You know?
Okay, but
Maybe this is
good
just
for
how
you.
it ends.
This is good for you. It's a dexterity saving throw. You did say you had your shield, so I think your shield could help you in this.
Correct. I have advantage through my Spellguard shield.
Okay. Holy.
And it's a dex save.
It's a dex save.
Okay, numero uno. I feel like I should roll this in
On the roll
D20.
20.
Yeah.
No, that has gone poorly every time we've done
It's
that.
up to you. There's no pressure. I'm not pressuring anything.
8.
Why?
But
What?
I have to roll
What?
advantage. I get one more.
No!
13.
Oh!
You could have just
Wait.
rolled a die, Sam.
Wait.
You feeling?
Wait.
Oh my god.
Pause.
Okay.
Everybody, shh. Give me a second. Let me brain blast. No, that's just a 15.
How? Okay. How much HP do you have?
I have enough.
That's
Right?
not
What
an
is
answer.
it now?
That's a good answer. Yeah.
I have 87 hit points.
Okay. All right. That's
Okay.
pretty good.
Decent shot.
As long
Thank
as I
you, thank
don't
you.
hit max,
Yeah, you would.
you'll probably be okay.
It's
I got
highly
this.
unlikely you will die.
Oh my god. We just started.
Highly unlikely, but not impossible.
Okay.
50.
You take 50 points of necrotic damage.
Damn.
It's a bad death ray. It's not an outright death ray. Oh my.
Brutal.
All right. It is Seuss's turn.
No.
Well, guess I'll
Already
just
acted
roll
like he's
this
gone.
dice.
Well, I don't want to know what the result of this roll is. Can I say that?
I mean, sure. I can just. I'll message you, Will.
Okay, that sounds good.
Because like I don't. Scylla's gonna act
No,
the
that's
same.
fine.
Should act the same way I do.
Yep, Andrew can just tell me.
Yep.
Everyone else is dead, so.
All right.
All right,
it
Will.
is-
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna hit you up on the messenger.
Hey, Brendan.
Okay, that sounds great. It is Nobon's turn. And Nobon has seen both Sussaro and Sephel literally fall into the abyss. And I think he's close enough now that he can look up and see Scylla. And oh my god.
Nobu, if there was ever a time for you to get your shit together.
Yeah. Good old Nobu. Jesus Christ. Okay, so Scylla is basically at top level. Nobon has climbed 50 feet. He's been climbing up. I'm going to say he has popped up here now. He's still 50 feet down. How far is his friggin' healing word? Healing word is 60 feet.
I think it's 120.
Creature of
wrong?
your choice I can see within range area for healing word is 60 feet. He's
Oh,
still
shit.
in range with you. I'm saying that because you're at the top level, equivalent to the top level now. Oh wait, distance, other distances. Let's just double check. Dot my I's, cross my T's. Yes, I'm gonna say you're good. He's good to reach you with a 4th level healing word. So
My
that's
man.
4d4 plus 5. Oh my gosh.
You want to roll that?
Yep, I'm gonna roll it on roll 20. You get 18 hit points back.
Let's go.
Not bad. Not great, but not bad. All right. And then Nobon is going to use his little bit of movement that he has to get up another 10 feet. So now he's 40 feet below the top layer. All right. As thrilling as that was for everybody. Scylla, it is now your turn.
Healing is exciting, Will.
Healing is great. Where is the beholder's anti-magic ray? Is that on?
It's not on. I made it very. It was very specifically not on, so he could attack Sephel.
And he's 20 feet above me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that still correct?
Mm-hmm. He's 20 feet above you. He's about 20 feet, 15 feet out on this. You would have to go 15 feet out on this bridge and 20 feet up to like walk out and reach him. But I know you have other stuff that you can do.
Yeah. I'm gonna move.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
I would like to move as close as I need to Misty Step on top of this bitch and hit the fuck out of him.
All right, you Misty Step up on top. What you swinging with?
It is my trident. That way I can still hold on to my shield.
Okay. All right. Swing away.
Okay. Oh my god, scroll. I'm in the wrong.
As we get to higher levels, it always takes longer.
Yeah, seriously. 18 to hit.
That hits. You just reached it.
Okay. Fuck. Pause. I didn't know I was gonna get into that. I forgot my thing. Fuck, where is it?
Oh no. Where'd it go?
What's in the box?
The trident. What does it mean? I think it's a D8, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at my feet.
Why?
Where
you should be
is
looking
that
at your
at?
screen.
I hate you. Get him out of
Stop
here.
posting to your OnlyFans account.
Get him out of here. Why is it?
Looking for like superiority dice, or is this like the giants?
This is the feet thing that I took. Yeah, was it giant? It's not in my sheet. I must have just pulled it up.
I know you used it before. How many times can you use it in a day?
Yeah, I think I can use it. Here it is. It's once per turn.
Oh shit. Okay.
When you
No
hit,
problem.
you can imbue it. Number of times equal to your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so
And so 4 times. I think I used it twice, but I wrote that down, so give me 1 second. Sorry, we'll just cut all this. It's my Storm Strike. I used it twice.
Okay.
3 maneuvers, 2 Storm Strikes.
Gotcha. All right. Blast away.
Okay.
Blast away, blast away.
Okay. So this is going to be my D8 plus my D6.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have to make a Constitution saving throw.
Cool. Love that. Fucking don't. That's a 12.
Okay. On my end, it's going to be a 22 points of damage. And then they have disadvantage on attack rolls until the start of my next turn, which probably isn't super relevant.
Okay.
And I will take my second attack.
Damn it. Okay.
25 to hit.
That's absolutely a hit.
Hey,
Sam,
yeah.
describe your kill as he has
Let's
6 hit points left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew he wasn't making it out alive.
Fuck no, I knew he wasn't as soon as you were back in the game.
Scylla, Misty steps on top of the beholder. She does a twirl of her trident, and it is like plunged into his body. The lightning like sizzles through him, and then she takes it out and she plunges it in again. And I think he like does like a pop. And then I think she's riding him down to the bottom.
Protect the eye.
Or until the bridges.
Yeah,
hit
let's
him.
roll. Let's roll it.
To protect the eye, but
let's see. Honoring
at this point, man,
you hit a bridge. That is a 67. So he immediately hits the bridge just below you guys, and you thunk hit there. But then you hear this, Master.
Oh yeah, this guy.
As I will say, Shedrak's concentration is totally lost, and he reappears right next to you as you dismount. And it's not his turn. It is the end of your turn. Karzakar is dead. Is that all of the things you can do in your turn, Scylla?
Yes.
Okay. Sephel.
Ye.
You feel kind of odd.
Like dead odd?
You feel oddly like you feel hungry. But like you want like a really good, nice grilled piece of meat or a hearty stew. And you can't remember the last time that you had something like that. And you feel strong. You feel capable. Although kind of weak, but not like you had felt before. And you open your eyes and you see yourself laying in this broken mass on the floor. You see a number of your tentacles have like ripped off and are laying on the ground next to you. Some, broken bones sticking out. Your robes are kind of torn apart. And then you see Dr. Seuss, the Mr. Umbernut.
The nut.
Laying not far away from you, and not a dissimilar fashion. But as you look around, you also see all these dwarves and elves and drow and gnome all looking at you. And you see your staff in your hand, but it's gotta be confusing as hell as you look down at yourself and you see this like gray blue skin, these thick arms, these powerful hands, and you're like over 7 feet tall.
Holy shit.
That's what gets him.
He's finally living his fantasy of being
Finally.
over 7 feet tall.
Let's go.
And you hear this voice behind you that's like, Crack, what is it? And you turn and you see this Orog walking towards you, and he's like, what is wrong, Crack?
Who are you?
Don't be stupid, Crack. You should hide that before Karzakar comes down.
He like takes in this circumstance, looks at his body. What is this? Your name. Remind me.
Why are you playing games? Drop whatever that is and come back into the tunnels. What is wrong with you?
We must ascend. The beast is about to fall.
You see all the figures around you, like looking and murmuring to each other, like, what the You hear like, what is Craig talking about? I don't know what he's talking about. What does he mean? And this Orog actually comes up to you and like attempts to grab the staff and like wrestle it out of your hands.
Crack, drop it now!
I resist.
Okay, let's make a strength contest.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
Is this straight strength or is this athletics?
I'll let you do athletics.
26.
You, with a strength you don't even recognize, you rip the staff back, and this...
With the other hand, I crack him across the jaw.
Yo.
And
Built different.
I think once again you're just immediately shocked with this aggression that comes out of you to like slam your fist into this guy, and he teeters back. I'm gonna say roll damage.
Okay. Just an unarmed strike.
Yep.
Okay. It's just straight 5.
Okay. It doesn't take much, but you knock this Orog out.
Damn.
And like it kind of stuns you for a moment, but you're looking at him and you're looking back at your body, and like while you're stronger, you're looking at all the others and you see everybody looks weak. Very weak, very bony.
Would I, having my mind, be able to put together the circumstance that these are slaves of Karzakar?
Make an insight check.
Okay. With whose insight?
Your insight.
Okay. Dirty 20.
Yeah. You think these must be slaves of Karzakar.
Okay. So I knock out this other Orog. I sort of take in what's happening. Mind still, like, I just died. Like, that's still a fresh memory. Sees the body. Goes over. Takes Sephel's bag. Are we... Well, we're far out of action economy at this point. Takes Sephel's bag off the crumpled body, puts it over his shoulder. Can I fireman carry Seuss?
Considering the body that you find yourself moving with, yeah.
Okay. Fireman carries Seuss, looks at all of the other slaves. You have languished for too long. I hear people fighting with the beast. I sense the beast is weak. If there is a time to leave, it is now. If you are too weak, you can remain. But for those with the strength, follow.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. It's just a straight roll. 15. Been rolling very high with these last few.
The other Orogs, the handful of them that are there, kind of look at you in confusion, but then begin to walk towards you in kind of like solidarity. And the gnomes don't actually step forward. The goblins immediately jump up and are like, let's fucking get him! The drow do not move. the moon elves immediately begin to just start climbing up the ropes up to the ladders above. The shield dwarves, same thing, are helping hoist up the others, and the humans are beginning to do the same. As they're like, they don't say anything, but this just steely, quiet determination crosses all of their faces. And I think the Orogs and some of the dwarves are picking up the pickaxes and the shovels that they have and are like tying them into their garments and their rags, and are beginning to climb up. But they're very quiet. And you can see that they're scared. It's Shedrak's turn, who did fall after Sephel.
I mean, he's so inconsequential that I get it,
Yep, he is. He is furious now. Oh boy. Oh, this ain't gonna be good, Sam. Ain't gonna be good. He immediately begins to... Actually, he can't do that.
He's on the bridge with me, right?
Yep, he is like right next to you. He is going to cast Magic Missile. Oh, that's not at the right level though. He's going to cast Magic Missile, and he's going to do it at 4th level. So he gets, it's what, 1 dart? No, 3 glowing darts plus 4 more, so 7d4.
Sounds right.
Get rid of those pluses. So he hits you for 24 points of damage. He's like, "How dare you take the master!" And he launches those missiles at you. And he is then going to... he is then going to pull a dagger from his belt, and he's going to stay right there, just toe-to-toe with you.
That was a bad idea, Mr. Shad.
Yeah, well, he's not thinking straight. He's mad that his, I don't know why, but his dummy thick beholder master
This dummy
is
thick
dead.
doll.
This rubbery, worm-like beholder.
Gotta love those non-existent thighs.
So stinking round.
It's
How
them-
you like
so-
'em.
It's them
Yeah.
dummy thick worm stalks that he
Yeah.
loves so much. It is Seuss's turn. Seuss,
Love a good
make
worm stalk.
He tries to be stealthy, but his dummy thick stalks keep clapping around the tunnels.
Tonight we have truly committed sins against Gary Gygax.
So many sins. Andrew, make a death saving throw, please.
Alright, and I will, as before, message that directly to Will.
Okay, thank you. All right. It is Nobon's turn. I think Nobon is continuing to climb, so now he gets up another 15 feet, so technically 10 because it's 10-foot increments. So he gets up another layer. He's going to cast another healing word at you, but he's going to do 3rd level healing word. So that is 3d4 plus 5. And you get 11 hit points back.
Nobu, my man. Nobody doesn't like Nobu.
Keep standing, Scylla! We'll tend to the others as soon as we can!
Did you know that Robin and Nero was one of the initial investors in Nobu, a restaurant? More fun facts with Seuss.
More of a back to suit.
All right, Scylla, it's your turn.
He hits her with these magic missiles from right next to her. And they hit, and I'm sure he sees like the wounds that he inflicts. And she just stares down at him with this look of utter apathy. And I would like to use my first attack to grapple him by the throat.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Roll to attack.
Okay.
Get it, Sam.
That's going to be a 22.
Yeah. Yep. You got him.
Okay. And then,
yeah, no, he doesn't get it.
Can I, in this moment, use my second attack to use an object? I would like to shove a vial of liquid down his throat.
Oh, yeah, Sam. I'm not gonna fucking... Let's go. This is dope
Okay.
as shit.
Scylla
Where's this going?
grabs this man by the throat, reaches in her pocket, flicks out the cork on this heart-shaped bottle, and shoves it down his throat.
Oh no!
All right,
And he
describes what happened.
Okay. So, the first creature this man sees, me, he's now in love with me. He is automatically charmed. There is no saving throw.
Okay.
For the next hour. And she holds him by the throat as she sees his reaction.
And he just goes, "Choke me harder, mommy."
Wait. You see his eyes change from like rage and fear to just like, oh, this lovey-dovey thing. And then he's like feeling you choke and he's like,
Yes.
Stop!
Oh, no.
God, I love it when you're like this.
This is not what I wanted. I want to be perfectly clear. This
You
is not
specified.
what I wanted.
No,
You
this is
specified choking.
inevitable.
Not what I
Inevitable.
I knew you were always into this. I just didn't know what it would take to get you to try it. Whatever you want, my dear. I'm saying yes all the way through. No
my
safe
God.
words here.
She
Hey.
like squeezes a bit to make him shut up.
Hey, let's take a
Mommy.
moment to appreciate that implicit consent.
Yeah, right.
We love
Is
to
it
see it.
consent when you're charmed?
Well,
in
now
this
we're in a dark
effects-
place again.
Oh,
Now we're in a
no.
dark place again.
Cut the tape. Cut the tape. Cut the tape.
you squeeze harder and he's like, his eyes roll back a little bit. And he's like, oh.
I can't. That was Sam, not Scylla. Okay, she
Embrace the role play.
she's holding him and like complete and utter apathy as he's saying this. And she lifts him just a little bit up off the bridge. You will now help you will shut up.
Yes, ma'am.
And you will help me, that cleric, and this corpse of your boss get to the bottom of this hole. And you will do it now.
He
And
like,
she sets him down.
he's like,
Yeah. This is not what I thought.
Yes. Of course.
and he is going to, let's bring this back up. Let's see if cast works out. A willing creature. He's going to cast fly on you. And two components. He has to concentrate on you. When you cast a spell using a spell slot of 4th level or harder, you can target one. Okay, so he gets you and he gets Nobon. Because his 1 5th level spell slot is gone. So yeah, he gets the two of you. So you and Nobon have fly.
Okay.
He begins to try pushing Karazakar's body off of the bridge because you said
And
you want
stop.
to get down.
You have no useful magic to get this corpse to the ground.
Well, I'm concentrating on the spell that would allow you to fly to the bottom, dear.
Then you have no use. Is that what you are saying?
at this moment, if you were to fly where you need to, I could release the spell and then cast it again.
Did we decide Scylla does have the bag of holding?
Yes.
Yes, we
I believe
did.
so.
All right. Would you... no, let me say this differently. Instead, I would like you to help me remove the eye from the corpse. Gently, in a one piece.
But of course. And he pulls out he picks up his dagger from where he dropped it when you began to choke him, and he begins, like, slicing away the eyelid in small pieces at a time as to not damage this eye. He's being extremely delicate in his work
For
here.
every nick on that eyeball, I will cut you.
He shivers. Oh.
Can't.
He's like,
Fuck this guy, man.
Of course, madam.
She's like, get my watch
All
out.
You have Fly on you while he is working on this eye. Do you and Nobon do anything before we jump back down to Sephel and Seuss?
Nobu, fly to the bottom. Help those.
Of course. And he begins to fly down.
I don't want to leave this guy with our... This was the whole reason we did this. I don't want to leave him alone.
Okay. So Nobod begins to fly down, and it's 500 feet.
It's going to be a while.
It's gonna be a minute. He's gonna make it. Let's see here. Fly speed of 60 feet for the duration. So he gets 120 feet down initially. So he's about a fifth of the way there. Sephel, what are you doing now?
So as soon as that whole scene at the bottom played out and people started climbing, I was going to jump on the ropes and start climbing after them as well.
Okay. All right. So you've begun climbing. I'm going to say that you on the previous turn you made it up 20 feet.
Okay.
So you're 20 feet up. You've got 480 feet to go. Can you make me? Because I think as the friend of Seuss, you would want to check in on this. Can you make me a medicine check?
Sure. Uh, 13.
You're not sure if Seuss is gonna make it if he doesn't get very immediate help.
So I've made it 20 feet up.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to slide that 20 feet back down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to attempt to stabilize him, but I'm also going to call out to anybody that stayed below. If anyone can help. He's dying, but we can save him.
Make another persuasion check.
Okay.
It's going to be a low DC because whatever's going on with your body and whatever these people, whoever they think you are. But go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Can I use a knowledge?
I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to say you have a memory that is definitely not yours. As you remember one of these moon elves to have some minor magical abilities to help heal others.
Okay.
And you see that they are one of the ones that have stayed at the bottom there.
Okay. So right now, I am at a flat 7. I'm going to roll a d6.
Mm-hmm.
see where that gets me. I rolled a 3. So
Okay.
10.
You make eye contact with this moon elf, and he timidly begins to come over, and then very quickly begins reciting an incantation, and you see a small berry begin to grow up from a vine next to where you have laid Seuss up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, till a group of 10 berries grow up from the ground, and he picks them and immediately hands them to you, and it's like, here, it should heal him.
Thank you. No, if I can, I'll feed him the berries.
Yeah, I think you can stuff them
Just-
into his mouth, and yeah, swallow it, do it, come on.
Eat, you stumpy little shit.
And Sussaro, yeah.
That tastes terrible. Oh, why does my entire body hurt?
You
Who are you? Who are you?
I'll cover the mouth. It's Sephel.
You cover his face with the size of
Yeah.
And I'll lean in so I can hopefully kind of keep this quiet.
This is like Sully and Mike Wazowski
Yeah.
right now.
Yes.
Just the whole, just the eyes are seen.
Yeah. It's Sephel. I don't know what happened. These people know me as another name. Just relax.
Sussaro goes completely limp.
I imagine there's more than a significant amount of broken bones, but the life-threatening trauma has been all the internal bleeding, some of the hemorrhaging, stuff like that has been dealt with. But you're still in serious condition there, Seuss.
I can only imagine in this body that Sephel learns how Zac Efron felt in 17 again.
Oh,
Yes.
wow. An entire world of body swap comedies,
my
and you go for
God.
Zac Efron.
I do.
I love that movie,
No,
man.
because I'm just
Shamelessly.
thinking, like, old, broken monster of a man
Matthew Perry.
with a back hunch and no ligament strength whatsoever.
ligaments.
And no drugs while you're sitting in a hot tub.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yep.
No, now in the fit, slightly emaciated, but fit body of an Orog.
Yeah.
Comparatively very fit.
Yeah. This is great.
I will say it's about a minute later that Nobon just swoops down out of the darkness and sees this Orog with his hand over Sussaro's face. He's like, "Unhand him immediately. Now." And he's talking to you, Sephel.
Yeah, I'll let him go.
And he rushes over and grabs a hold of Sussaro and is going to immediately cast. Actually, he's looking at you, Seuss, and he's looking at the fallen body of Sephel. He's like, "Ugh."
And I'm just gonna whisper into his ear.
Hey, Nobon.
He's like, "Yeah, yes."
This is really gonna freak you out, man, but
Stage whisper. That's Sephel. He got jacked, and he's a different body, but it's still him.
Nobon head whips towards the Orog, and he's just like,
Just
and then
sees the
sees you
same
holding the
staff.
staff. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
I'll just look at him and I will shrug with my eyebrows.
I have seen dark magics this day.
You say that, and you can, Seuss, you see all the shadow people that you normally sing fucking Nobon, and just like it's for those of you that have seen Deadpool and Wolverine, it's where
Like the fingers through his
yeah,
head.
the fingers through the
Yes.
face, they're just fucking with him, and it's gotta
The
be
only
the
person who hasn't
trippiest
seen
shit
that is
ever.
Andrew.
Oh no,
I
Andrew, you
can't
gotta
leave
get
my
on that.
house.
It's so good. And yeah, so it's just like you see his fingers through his face and all this stuff, and especially in the condition you're in, you're probably just like, whatever, dude.
Whatever, dude.
But he's like looking at Sephel, but he is going to go ahead and cast Cure Wounds at his last 4th level slot. So that is 48 plus 5. Because we're out of initiative here, that with like enough time, Sussaro and Nobon fully heals you up and is immediately like turning to all the others and looking at you, Sephel, and is like, he says to the two of you,
Scylla has taken control of somehow of the wizardly servant of the beholder above and is getting the eye removed. We should journey back to the surface, and perhaps with some rest I can attend to all the others here, but you slaves are free now.
Actually, the current nomenclature calls them enslaved humanoids, or humanoids who are currently enslaved. It's humanoid first language.
Thank you for the correction. I do appreciate that. Regardless, you're free.
and they're all kind of looking at each other unsure, but then those handfuls that had already begun to climb like start to cheer and clap and thank you, and they're coming up to you, Sussaro, and they're going up to Nobon, but that Orog comes back down to Sephel and he's like,
Creek, are you all right? You seem to know these people.
Oh God, how are we spinning this? I received dreams a day or two ago. I was not sure they meant anything, but I saw Karzakar fall. I saw these people help us. I see a city. A city in the middle of a great expanse of caverns where many peoples exist in peace. And I believe we can find that city and be enslaved no longer.
all the others, the slaves, the enslaved people, are just staring at you in awe. But I imagine Sussaro and probably Nobon are like, yeah, no, it exists. This is a thing. And I think in this moment in time, like, I think all the others are just like so shell-shocked with the fact that they're free and what's coming out of their friend Creek's mouth here that it doesn't take too much, but they're all like, well, you know what? We're going to climb the hell out of this tunnel and then we're going to talk more about this city. And eventually you all reach the top and you see Scylla, who stands next to this freshly carved out beholder eye with its 2 irises and 2 pupils, and the wizard Shadrach, and all the slaves immediately are like begin arming themselves with shovels and picks and are threateningly pointing them at Shadrach.
Scylla, I think she stands next to Shadrach and I think as she hears everyone cheering and climbing beforehand.
Yeah, you can hear the echoes of them.
Yeah.
For sure.
It sounds as though it has ended below. I find myself feeling nothing. And she like approaches him because he's all finished, and she like gets right up next to him.
And he immediately is like, I can help you feel something.
Jesus.
She's
Because
just
he's
kind
still
of
in love with you.
Yeah, she ignores what he says, and she's just like looking at him like she's hungry. And she says, I felt such heartbreak and rage. And now, not sure what I feel, but I'm tired of hiding those baser urges. And she's gonna grab the side of his head, and I would like to... It's not cannibalizing because he's a human and I'm a shark.
I think
Finish
he's
the
like,
sentence.
yeah.
I think this is Scylla, like her jaw fully like unhinges and opens, and those shark teeth come out. And I just want to take a giant bite out of the side of this guy's neck and then shove him off the bridge.
I love this image. Because I think you like grab the side of his face and he is immediately like, oh, wonderful, because he's head over heels for you.
Mm-hmm.
And you like, I imagine you like pull him to the side to expose more of the neck, and he's just like, ooh, this is so gentle of you. And then he sees your eyes just do that thing like in Finding Nemo, like your eyes just go fully black, and you unhinge your jaw, and the teeth just like begin to unfold forward into the multi-layers of the
100%.
shark teeth, and then just, and he screams, he's like, as you rip into the neck, and I think you take out like 90% of it.
Yeah.
So he's just immediately dead. And like, do you eat his
100%. This is, I imagine this is Scylla, like, she's been trying to fit in. She's not trying to fit in. She doesn't care anymore.
Going
She's
straight
eating.
back to Triton, like
Full
Yeah.
feral.
darkest timeline. Yeah.
This is feral Scylla's time.
And so you take this huge bite, and then you just let him go, and he just collapses and then slumps off the
Yeah.
bridge, and like vroom, 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 we see him disappear into the darkness. Do you change back at all when you turn to the others that have all watched this take place, or is this before they reach the top?
I think they're almost to the top. They see the body fall, and when they get up, she is perhaps like straightening up from behind this giant dead corpse of the beholder sitting on the bridge. And when they see her stand, her jaw is like clicking back into place, and there's probably blood on her, like,
It's gotta be
Yeah.
all
down
over
your
her
and
face.
your neck. Yeah.
yes,
And like dripping off of your armor. Yeah,
Totally.
absolutely.
that's what they see. And
And I
she
think-
stands.
And I think everybody is now terrified of you, seeing you like this. I think the Orogs are probably the ones that are like the most like, oh shit, while the others are like, nope, we're good. We just want out. Please, we don't want any fucking trouble. Does anybody say anything?
Scylla's searching the crowd for Seuss, Nobu, and Sephel.
I mean,
You see, did you bring your body back up, Sephel?
no, the body's down at the bottom.
So, I think then, Scylla, you see Seuss, you see Nobu, and then you see this Orog standing near them that has Sephel's staff on his back.
Can I get to him?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you absolutely can.
I think this is like, she clocks Seuss is alive. Nobu is with him. This staff is sitting on the back of some person who is not Sephel. And
Who also has taken his full bag. So like
Oh, okay,
Sephel's
yeah,
entire
everything.
satchel, like both staffs, everything is on his back.
Scylla wipes off a bit of blood that is slicking on her chin, and then she's going to rage and sprint toward this man.
And as Scylla sprints towards this Orog that seems to have Sephel's mind within it, that Orog that's been calling him Creek turns to him and goes,
I thought 2 nights ago you had a dream where you wet yourself. And it went like this.
and that's where we'll see you guys next time.
Hey everyone, welcome to the end of the episode. 2 quick announcements for you. You've already heard us say it 100 times. We have a Discord. What are you waiting for? Get in here. We have so many amazing like-minded DMs in there. A lot of players as well, people new to D&D. Some people have been in there a long time, and everyone's just having a nice time sharing tips, tricks, talking about one-shots, talking about Curse of Strahd, talking about Out of the Abyss, all the things. So definitely think about joining us. You can find the link to join our Discord at linktree.com/themadnesstable. You can also find our other social media links there, including our TikTok. And boy howdy, Andrew Walker has been killing it on TikTok, posting the most random mad memes you had ever seen. So definitely consider following us there as well. Lastly, if you've made it this far, consider leaving us a 5-star review in whatever podcatcher you're currently listening. 5-star reviews are instrumental in pushing us up the charts and getting us in new listeners, which is really what we're looking for to get the name out there. So consider doing that for us. We would be forever in your debt. But that's all for now. And we will see you in the next episode when...